Hey folks, welcome back to Canada's Boxing Channel. So, on Saturday, that's this coming Saturday, the 22nd, in Australia, George Kambosos Jr. is making his return, his homecoming, if you like. And he's gone from fighting a 37-year-old Indonesian with a record of 43-4, Daud Yordan, to fighting a youngster, 24-year-old Jake Wyllie, who has a record of 16-1. Daud Yordan apparently had to pull out. He visited a hospital in Indonesia, and he was declared unfit to fight. So he's not appearing in the show at the Kudos Bank Arena, part of the Riyadh season event in Australia this Saturday. So what happened is George Kambosos Jr., and you will have all seen, he put out a social media post explaining that his opponent had pulled out, and he was going to, pick this young fellow and give him the Rocky shout out. He said that he'd always liked the way that this young Jake Wyllie had conducted his business. He said he had never been disrespectful to him. He hadn't been sort of clamoring for a payday and saying things about him in order to get that payday. So he's giving young Jake Wyllie this tremendous opportunity. George Kambosos Jr., of course, is a very well-known fighter. He beat Teofimo Lopez back in 2021. He's been in with Lomachenko. He's been in with Haney. He's been on the Joe Rogan show. Like he's well-known within boxing and outside of boxing, and he's a very popular fellow in Australia. So giving young Jake Wyllie, who's rated number 5 in Australia, 95 in the world, a Queenslander, this opportunity is, really good for this young man. In fact, it's an interesting story. Jake Wyllie apparently had bought tickets to go to watch the event, and now he finds himself fighting in the main event of the evening. So it's a cute story. It's a nice story. It's a fun story. If we were to make a prediction, well, there's a gulf of experience between the two. Kambosos Jr. is 21-3 with 10 by way of. Jake Wyllie is 16-1, 15 by way of. So on paper, it looks like he's facing this young knockout artist killer, and you might be tempted to say, well, Kambosos 31, he's risking it against this hard-hitting young tiger, 24 years old, great record, former Aussie super lightweight champ. You might be thinking that this could be a bit of an upset, and maybe it will be. I think you probably have to go a little bit deeper, though. Jake Wyllie he has a good record. He last fought in February, actually. It was a no contest. So he's in top shape. He's been in training. He's ready. And he fought 4 times in 2024. TKO, TKO, KO, and TKO. But the quality of opposition that he's been facing has been less than substantial, shall we say. Whereas George Kambosos Jr., he won a split decision in 21 against Teofimo Lopez. He lost a couple of unanimous decisions against Devin Haney, but he went the distance, right? He's got 24 rounds in with Devin Haney. He won a majority decision in 2023 against Maxie Hughes, and he was stopped in the 11th round in 2024 against Lomachenko. So the quality of opposition is, there's a gulf between the standard of opposition that each of these fighters has faced. I think it would be fair to say that Kambosos Jr. would be, and is, a prohibitive favourite. I took a look at the betting odds in my jurisdiction, And clearly, the bookmakers are anticipating that Kambosos Jr. is going to win. It's just a case of how does he win? Does he win by knockout, TKO, points? What round is he going to stop Jake Wyllie? And I think that I would say Kambosos Jr. is going to win this fight. Will he stop Jake Wyllie? Hard to say. I think that a TKO could be on the cards, to be honest with you. I'd like to see Jake Wyllie come in and give it a good fight, and I'm sure he will. It's a stupendous opportunity. I watched an Aussie channel that was saying that his team and his camp are really rather bullish. They really think that that this is going to be a great opportunity for Wyllie, and that he might be the banana skin that Kambosos Jr. slips up on. And that would be a great story. And in many respects, I think if you're an Australian, watching this fight, it might be a more interesting fight now. You've got the local, not exactly local, he's a Queenslander, but you've got this opportunity given to this young up and coming Australian fighter. It would be great to see, wouldn't it? I mean, it would be one of those sort of, like a Rocky story, right? A bit of a dream story. I don't think it's going to happen. It's like when Shakur Stevenson reached out to Patters, and yes, it was great to see the young guy coming down off the roof where he'd been installing solar panels and fighting Shakur Stevenson, and he put up a great fight, but it was only ever really going to go one way, and I think this is going to be the same sort of story. It'll be an entertaining fight, I think, for a while, and apparently it's included in the DAZN subscription. So for those of us who do subscribe, it is, I was going to say it's free, but of course it's not free. You pay a monthly subscription. But anyways, you get the idea, right? So yeah, it'll be an interesting, this fight and of course the Sky Nicholson fight are the two that I'll be watching and probably report out on. But yeah, I think the safe bet here would be to put some money on George Kambosos Jr. If you wanted to take a bit of a wild flutter for the excitement, well then put my pensioner's bet on Jake Wyllie. But I'm really not expecting much from that. Okay, there we go. This is my thinking on this upcoming fight. Saturday, it's the 22nd. Okie doke. Have a great day. Please like, please share, please subscribe. I'll see you later on. Cheers.